Hey, this is Anna Runyon from ClassyCareerGirl.com, and today in my networking challenge, I'm speaking with Serena Thomas Moore. At the age of 21, Serena started her own company, and it's now a multi-million dollar revenue generating company. So I'm really excited to get her advice today. So thanks so much for being here, Serena.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. So I would love to know how you first decided to start your own business.
Okay, well, ever since I've been little enough to, or old enough to speak, I think I've just always wanted to be the boss. So I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, always. And my last year of high school, I was actually my last year of high school with twins. I had twin girls my last year of high school. And I graduated, and that summer I needed to get a job. So I started working with my father, who's been working in construction industry for like, I don't know, the last 20 some years at that time. So I started working on a construction site with him in the office, doing administrative work and understanding how the project was being run. And he worked in the field. While we worked on that project, we found out that there was a contractor issued a six-figure contract to do basically what he was doing for an hourly rate. We got a copy of that contract, and my father was like, if you can figure out how to start a business, I can do the service, and we can have our own business.
Mm.
And that's like where the idea for Elohim Cleaning Contractors came from. So I got on the internet. I mean, I'm just as green as they come. I didn't know anything at all, nothing. So I basically just got on the internet and was like, what's a corporation? What's an LLC? What's a sole proprietorship? Like, what's a DUNS number? How do you get an EIN? I did all this very, very easy research online, and that's how we kind of began to develop the company.
Okay. I love that because I think a lot of people think they have to go to business school or get their MBA or something to start a business, but you don't have to do that.
No, 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 no. As a matter of fact, I think our ignorance was a blessing because there were some things I just wasn't aware of, and it was great that I wasn't aware of it because I was solely focused on building a business, generating revenue, and living life. Like I wasn't focused on economy and statistics,
Yeah.
and like I didn't know anything.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that was a blessing.
So what would your advice be to someone who's thinking about starting their own business?
Well, my advice would definitely be to seek out every single free resource that you can humanly possibly find, because unfortunately, when you have that go get 'em and you're ambitious and you're ready to go, you kind of get pulled into spending money on classes, spending money on software, spending money on networking, on joining organizations. But what you really need to do is kind of get your base established first. So seek out as many free resources. I went to the Women's Business Development Center here in Philadelphia. Every college business school has a small business development center. The SBA has free online services. Like there's so many things that you can do online or even at these development centers or enterprise centers that are free, and they can help you build your business. So that's one, I would say, seek out free resources. Two, definitely surround yourself with people that are where you would like to be. Not necessarily a lot of people that like want what you want, but people that actually are there so that you can learn from them. So those are probably the two pieces of advice that I would recommend if you're interested in starting a business.
Okay. So how do you manage your life as a career woman and a mother? Because you said you had twins when you first started your business.
Yeah, well, I have twins now, and I also have a 10-month-old baby
Okay.
boy, and I'm recently married. So now I'm wife, mother, entrepreneur, speaker, traveler, world traveler. Now I do a lot. So management, to be very honest, it happens some days. And some days it doesn't.
Mhm.
Some days my time is managed very, very well, and other days I drop the ball like everyone else. But I'm really, really stuck on managing time wisely. because I truly understand that time is the only thing that I cannot get back. So I can't waste my time. And since we all have the same 24 hours, it's just about how you use them. So, I mean, I always have a plan for the most part, what my days are going to be. I try to prepare ahead of time so that nothing catches me by surprise. That happens, some days, and some days it just doesn't. But time management techniques are like, I'm totally big on that.
Okay. So what do you use to manage your time? Like, do you have a to-do list or a BlackBerry?
Yes, I do. I have all of the above. I use, I'm a gadget, I'm a closet geek. So I totally am into like go gadget everything. So I have an iPhone, I have an iPad, I use my computer. I mean, I use apps. But at the end of the day, I mean, I use a to-do list for sure. I'm big on teaching people about like removing projects from your to-do list. Like, you can have a list like that says make a doctor's appointment, but if you have another list that says, clean the basement, like that's not a to-do, that's like a project. You have to start at one thing at a time. So it really is about having tasks, because people don't do projects, people do tasks, and it's easier to check things off of your list that way. And then I only have meetings certain days of the week. I don't meet every day of the week. It's Tuesday or Thursday, and when I meet, it's all day. I have a meeting at 10, 12, 2, 4, and then I'm done. I don't do a meeting, come back to the office, do a little something, go back out, do a little something, because you're really not being productive when you do that.
That's a really good idea. Yeah. Because then you can focus on, the days you don't have your meetings, on the things you need to do.
Yeah, and I assign tasks to certain days. Like if Monday is business development and follow-up, then that's what I do Mondays. If Tuesdays is all about bills and finances, sales, whatever, then that's what's done on Tuesday. I assign tasks to certain days as much as I can to streamline things, because that's the best way to manage your time and be productive.
Okay. So I'm a big proponent of networking on my blog, and I was wondering how networking contributed to your success.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
How has networking contributed to your success?
Oh, networking has been huge for my success, and especially in in the contracting business, one, and then certainly in Serena Speaks, which is my other business. So currently, like Serena Speaks and another business that I started last year, because I'm a serial entrepreneur, those are kind of my focus. So I'm doing a lot more speaking and teaching and helping other entrepreneurs build their business. Networking has been absolutely huge, because people want to do business with folks that they know, like, and trust. And unfortunately, a lot of my contacts, a lot of people that I needed, they're not as tech savvy as I am, because I'm from a different generation. So I may never see them on the internet, but I will see them at chamber board meeting. And for me, it was a lot of me just kind of being in the place where my potential customers were. I just kind of showed up. I knew they were going to be there, did my research ahead of time. I showed up, and they would see me in one place, and then they would see me somewhere else, and then they would see me somewhere else. And finally, somebody would say, "Who the heck are you?" Like, what do you do?
They want to get to know you.
Opportunity to introduce myself. So networking has been really, really big for me. And then even the press, like stuff that I've been able to accomplish in the press, like the New York Times and NBC, like all that stuff, like Enterprise, that all happened through networking. Someone hearing my story, listening to me, talking to me, and referring me. So.
So this is the question I ask at the end of all my interviews. What is one thing you wish you would have known as a young professional woman just starting out in her career?
Okay. Well, since I am still not that old, coming in at a whole 29 and a half over here. But one of the things I guess I would tell my even younger self is kind of expect to be talked about, expect to be misunderstood, expect to be hated on even in some circumstances. But don't let anything stop you from pursuing what God has really given to you to pursue. Just don't let anything stop you. Live a life of no excuses. I won't stop for anything.
I love that. That's good. Good advice. So where can people find out more about you online?
Okay, so online, I'm just about everywhere. Twitter, I love Twitter. So you can follow me at Serena Speaks, which is Sirena, and the word speaks. Also, you can go to serenaspeaks.com. And then I'm also on Facebook, and I'm also on LinkedIn under Serena Moore or Serena Moore Thomas, my married name. So, and just simply Google. You can just
Google you.
Google me and find me just about anywhere. But yeah, I thank you for this time. This is great. Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. This is
No
Anna
problem.
Runyon from ClassyCareerGirl.com.